So we got negotiations for Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez. According to Bob Arum with Top Rank, that's the fight that's being in talks, in negotiations, and that's awesome to hear because it's a crazy fight. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it, just because it's like Teo is obviously would be coming up to 47 and Boots fighting somebody who's coming up. I feel like it's a tough name to put on your resume. It's a big name to put on your resume, but if you're talking about real boxing fans, I think the real ones know that Teofimo coming up isn't a very impressive win, but it's a big name, that's for sure. So it doesn't hurt to have him on the resume, but if you look deeper into the weight classes and stuff like that, then it's kind of like, how much credit can we give him? Does it help him to make a case for a Crawford fight or any big fight in general? But I do like the fight. I like it because it's entertaining. I like it because it's a big leap and step up for Teofimo Lopez. I feel like it's a big risk for Teo, but much respect to Teofimo Lopez for even entertaining a fight with Boots, because obviously I think all of us, we're going to favor Boots Ennis in that fight, right? Because Boots already said that he can't really fight at 47, and then if he makes the weight for Teofimo Lopez, I still would probably favor Boots, but it might not be easy to make that weight, because in his last outing, Boots said that it's going to be tough for me to make that weight. But if he does against Teofimo Lopez and maybe he makes some adjustments, makes it easier on himself, it won't hurt him as much. But it's just a very interesting fight in my opinion. I think anything's possible in the sport of boxing. Obviously, I'd expect Teofimo Lopez to come in as the underdog, but that doesn't mean that he's out of the question for winning the fight. Crazier things have happened in the sport. A lot of people didn't give him a chance against Lomachenko. We saw how that turned out. Nobody gave him a chance against Josh Taylor. Saw how that came out. So Teo's a live dog. I don't care what people say. Teo has a chance. I don't favor him in the fight. I'd probably pick Boots to win, in a decision, but I don't see Teo hurting Boots, but maybe giving him a hard time, because Teo is a slick counterpuncher. Boots has shown that he does get hit himself, but Teofimo also does get hit. You could argue Teofimo gets hit more than Boots does. So it is a crazy fight for Teofimo to take, but it's a big name, and he's daring to be great, that's for sure. When you could be fighting guys closer to your weight class, like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Shakur, have him come up to 140. I feel like those fights were more realistic than a Boots Ennis fight, but now that they're actually talking about it and there's a chance that this fight materializes between Boots and Teofimo Lopez, that's much respect to Teofimo Lopez, because that's a very dangerous fight for him, a very risky fight. But like I said before, it's all about daring to be great in the sport of boxing. I don't think Teo is one of those guys that is ducking. I always felt like at 35, all these fighters, all the best fighters have been accusing each other of ducking. When it comes to the 35-pound weight class and the 40-pound weight class, all the superstars are accusing each other of ducking, and I never felt like Teofimo was one of those guys that was ducking anybody. He's taken big fights. He's been wanting the big fights, but it's a little bit difficult when you're with Top Rank. They've obviously done great work with him, made him a superstar, but ultimately Teo really wants these big fights. You don't just go up and fight Boots Ennis because they're making you. That's not a thing. He's asking for these names. He's asking for these big names because he knows if it's a no-name and he's already the favorite, he's not going to get excited, and that results in a poor performance. We've seen it time and time again from Teofimo Lopez, but if you put a name in there that is exciting for him, like Boots Ennis, he might surprise us on fight night. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's the safe bet. I'm just saying that Teofimo Lopez rises to the occasion. When there's a big name and people are underestimating him, that's when he shows up. When his back is against the wall and the odds aren't in his favor, that's when we see the best version of Teo. So it'll be an interesting fight. A very difficult fight for Teofimo Lopez, but we'll see how he fares, if this fight does come to fruition. But let me know in the comments who you guys got. Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez. Teo's obviously with Team Canelo now, so maybe that'll give him that extra confidence and motivation. He'll have Canelo in his ear telling him, exactly how to fight how to fight Boots Ennis, and then Teo can take from that and then, move forward. But let me know in the comments who you guys got in this potential fight between Teofimo Lopez and Boots Ennis. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Navs Boxing video. Peace.
that's going to do it for another Nads Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.